Welcome back to the channel. I am Eb. If you're new here, thanks for stopping by. If you're an old subscriber, hey, how's it going? Thanks for showing up again and watching my content. Speaking of, subscribe, hit that notification bell if you enjoy my video. Once you get to the end, I will also tell you to subscribe over there, but apparently it's also helpful if you do it now because I've been getting views lately on my discussions videos, but not a lot of people have been Not a lot of people have been subscribing, so I'm assuming it's because I'm not telling you to do so at the beginning, and I know that's a little like, but you know, you gotta do what you gotta do. So I'll send you back to old me, because I always forget to do this. All right, see ya. Bum 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 bum. Bum 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 bum. Hey, looks a little better. It looks fine. Great. Looks all right. Hey. All right. Well, actually, let's stay a little right there. Hey, welcome to the channel. I am Eb, and today we're gonna be talking about. Oh my God! Yay! We're going to be talking about Kingdom Hearts Remind because it just came out. As of today, what is today? What is today? Today is the 30th, so it is officially a week and a day after Kingdom Hearts 3 originally came out on the 23rd of January. I have a lot to say about this game. Well, it's not a game, it's DLC. I'm not gonna go too heavy into it. I'm gonna save that for another time where that will be a full reaction on its own. But we'll deal with that when we come to it. I am only going to be talking about Kingdom Hearts Remind. I am not going to be talking about Limit Cut. I'm not going to be talking about any of the narrative or gameplay of Limit Cut. Limit Cut is basically the same gameplay. That doesn't matter. It's the narrative. There is some narrative in Limit Cut, but it's very minuscule, and it really doesn't matter. But I do want to talk about it, so I'll put that in a separate video. That'll be easier to do. All right, let's jump into Kingdom Hearts Remind. Oh my God. I'm not happy. Obviously, it is not worth $30 throughout this entire DLC. I keep calling it I keep wanting to say game, but it's not. It's just DLC. Because even the combat stuff, like updated abilities and Oathkeeper and Oblivion, all of that was free. None of that was paid for. You got that straight away. The premium menu, I believe you did pay for that. I don't remember. I don't really care. And if you want to fact check that, you can leave that in the comment section down below. I'm pretty sure it was paid for. But don't quote me on that. There are the easy code and the pro codes. Basically, just make the pro codes or make the game more difficult, and easy codes are to make it easier. So you can, like, one of them that I really liked was to one-shot everything. I'm like, okay. I had a critical mode playthrough I was doing, and I didn't like it. And they gave me the new game file with all the abilities and stuff. So I reopened it on critical, and I started playing it. I was like, okay, it was great, but I was still, you know, not doing that well. So the only way to unlock those menus from the premium menus is to restart. So the way to unlock the premium menus is you have to start a new game. Do the intro section where you have to pick who you are as a person, and those will be one of the options. However, the easy code and the pro codes can't pick both. You can either pick one or the other, and I guess it unlocks. So then you would do another. You would do a new game plus of that file, and then you would unlock the other one, which I'm assuming is the only way you can unlock either of them. I don't know, and I haven't checked because I've opened up other files where I didn't start a new game, or I started the other game. I started the other game and got the menu, but then I went into the other save file and it didn't have the menu, so it's not a universal unlock. It's a file lock, which is not good, which kind of sucks. It would be nice to just have it, but you know, whatever. Who cares? And I've done everything officially in base game. I grinded. I've completed everything. I haven't gotten all the trophies because those are different than the in-game. All you gotta do is really just play them, and then you get the trophy eventually. But it's just that really doesn't have any bearing on Remind, but I thought it was like because of a lot of the DLC that came out with Remind and the free DLC, it made Kingdom Hearts 3 bearable, a lot more bearable than it did before. I don't think they really changed anything for the gummy ship missions, but I didn't really have a huge problem with that. It was fun, but you know, they just need to change the controls. That's it, because the gummy ship missions controls are like fucking fucky. But all right, I'm gonna cut that out. I just went on a little. No, I'll keep that in. I'll keep that in, because I think people. It's where I'm coming from, right? So, as the trailers were coming out for Remind, I was hesitant, right? I was like, oh, they're gonna just redo the ending and they're gonna make us pay for it, right? That's what I originally thought, because it seemed like that's what they were doing. That was kind of right, kind of wrong. It's a little more it's complicated in a weird way, because it is, but it isn't. Let me explain. All right, so in Remind, you start off in okay, so in Remind, you start the new save file. You use the file you have, and then you upload it, and then it uses that file to progress into the new DLC, and then you have to make a separate save file for that. And yet, for some reason, Square Enix still doesn't think we need more than 9 save files, which is not good. But I mean, you know, it really doesn't matter, because we have 3 theater modes, so it's fine. Okay, but I guess gameplay parts, they want to actually just replay that, but I mean, who cares? Just the easy codes make it a lot easier to do that. All right, so fuck, I don't even remember how Remind started. How does Remind start? Holy fuck. How does Remind start? I need to hold on, I'll be back. I need to remind. Oh my god, how did Remind start anyway? Okay, I guess I'm gonna just give you a bit of an overview, right? Instead of getting into detail of each and every scene, because that'll take way too long. But if you're wondering, that's what I meant by I'm gonna do that separately, where I'm gonna nitpick every scene and go into detail on how each of these work or don't work. So Remind is the DLC to cover the Keyblade Graveyard. They're redoing it, but not really. It's a weird addition slash change slash cut content, because it feels like it. So one of the scenes that we get in the beginning of the game is at the end of Olympus Coliseum, where Xigbar is watching Maleficent and Pete dig out boxes, and they find Pandora's box, and they're like, that's not the wrong box. And he goes, may your heart, and then it cuts, right? And you're like, wait, what the fuck was that? What happened? So then the opening cutscene for Remind is now that we know who Xigbar is, now they show us the full cutscene, and he goes, oh, Luxord, and for some reason they pronounced Luxord in this. He's like, oh, why did you blah blah. So they're like just playing mind games, stupid bullshit, right? And it's like, oh, and this is the first indication of this should have been in the base game. Why wasn't this in the base game? Like, what the fuck? But man, it's weird, because it really doesn't change the fact that it doesn't really spoil the fact that Xigbar is Lushu. So it's like it doesn't really matter, because that scene just doesn't change anything. But I guess, oh well, they didn't write it yet. They knew what they were gonna do with it, but they hadn't actually written it yet. So they're just like, fuck it, we'll just leave it. And then, or they were like, oh, we have this scene, we're gonna cut it, and then that's it. And that's the problem, right? Is that a lot of these scenes in Remind are, oh, that would have been nice if it was in the actual game. Like, this should have been in the base game. This should have been in the base game. Every couple of minutes, 5 to 10 minutes, I'm like, this should have been in the base game. This should have been in the base game. This should have been in the base game. Had that happened, though, the game would have been delayed, most likely. Either that, or, you know, it was cut content so that they can make us pay for it later. But we have no idea. We have no idea. We have no... I can't... it feels too calculated, right? Like, we had issues when the game came out. We're like, these are our issues, and Square Enix is like, boom, a year later just slaps a new DLC, $30, bitch, we covered all your issues. They really didn't, though. Like, they just explained things, kind of, but it felt like it took them a year just to, like, oh, we already had this plan, but we didn't finish it, so we cutting it out, and then they're gonna make us pay for it later, because, well, we gotta work on it. And it's just, Remind is laced with a bunch of old scenes, and then what they do is layer the new ones in, right? So a lot of new scenes will transition into older scenes, or old scenes will transition into the new scenes, which again, it feels like cut content. Because, oh wait, why didn't this happen? Why didn't we see the Lingering Will versus Terranort fight? Why didn't we see this? Why didn't we see that? Why didn't they explain this? Why didn't they explain that? All of it's explained in Remind now. Which I do give them credit, right? They're not, oh, Sora went back in time and altered the entire game, so the original ending doesn't matter. No. The original ending is still the original ending. Remind is showing us stuff that we didn't see. But what we didn't see is if... It's weird because they're like, oh, what we didn't see. Well, it's like, did we not see it because they cut it out? Or did they not see it because they were stupid and didn't have it in there? Because the Keyblade Graveyard moved really quickly in the original. And Remind slows it the fuck down. That finale in Remind actually feels like a finale, right? Things are happening, characters are fighting, and it feels good. Like, I liked it. I didn't hate it, but I did like it. I don't say it was the fucking best. It's not peak Kingdom Hearts, but I did enjoy it. I'm like, oh, okay, cool. And then it made me realize why they did it, right? Is why they did it this way. It's like, oh, well, we'll just release the game, and all the hardcore fans are gonna get mad, but all the normal people, the casual people, and the fans who, like, will fucking suck their fucking Square Enix's dick all goddamn day and not have a problem and not questioning why you're fucking sucking your dick and then paying them. No. Because you're just so happy that you're sucking their dick, right? So then everybody who's not hardcore, or anyone who's the normal YouTubers were like, oh, the gameplay doesn't work, the narrative's not great. Or people like me who understand that the gameplay was bad, that the narrative was bad, that a lot of things just didn't make sense, there was a lot of cut crap, or you had a lot of scenes that were just disjointed and don't really make sense, or why the fuck was this in here, or why didn't you explain this? You start something but you didn't finish it, and you're like, oh, well, they'll explain it next game. Like, okay, I understand that. The box, that's fine. And Maleficent and Pete going around looking for the box, that's fine. They're teasing for the next arc, which is fine. They do it all the time. But it's stuff that you would think is going to be explained in this title, and then it doesn't get explained. And you're like, oh, wait, why didn't they explain that? And then now that we voiced our complaints, now that we're the hardcore fans, all the other fans that are the casuals, they got their fill. They're happy. They're going to just wait until the next game. And all of us are stuck here now like, fuck, that wasn't enough. You didn't do a good job. And now they're like, oh, you didn't think we did a good job? Oh, okay, no worries. We'll either, oh, fuck, we fucked up. They actually maybe did fuck up, and they just are bad. And they're like, oh, okay, well, we'll take all these things and fix it. So either one, they're stupid, or two, they were manipulating us by cutting content out, and oh, well, we had to cut content because it didn't fit. Because guess what, the finale of the original Kingdom Hearts was not for Kingdom Hearts fans. That finale was for everyone. It was for the casuals, it was for the hardcore fans, it was for people who are new to the franchise, because the finale is just a big ass boss rush. That's really all it is, and it has narrative in it, but it's going at a pace that isn't normal Kingdom Hearts. It's like, okay, boom, 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 and then we're gonna get to the finale, right? And then things will be resolved. They don't do it well enough, because again, the Sora going back in time and saving Kairi gets cut, and at the end of the original, he fades, and we're like, wait, what the fuck happened? Like, that didn't make sense. And then we get the whole tease of young Xehanort, like, oh, you doing this there's a price to pay, you know? It's like, oh, you're gonna pay the price, blah blah blah. And then again, when he fights young Xehanort, Ansem Seeker Darkness, and Xemnas, each time he kills them, you most likely you'll kill young Xehanort first because he has the least amount of health, so you're gonna target him first. And he's like, so your time in this world is, and then he fades, right? He doesn't finish that line, but it's constantly illustrating that Sora's gonna die if he keeps doing this. But again, in Remind, we see why he dies or why he fades. But in the original, it just cuts through all that. It cuts. Oh, I need to find Kairi. Boom, he beams out. We get everybody outro, right? Everyone's meeting with their family, their friends, their loved ones, and then at the end, we just get everybody having fun on the island, and then boom, Sora and Kairi are just sitting on the tree. They're holding hands, and Sora just fades. And you're like, wait, what? Like, and for a lot of people, they just, yeah, oh, that was a power awakening. They kept warning him that if you know, the power awakening, if you use it too much, there will be consequences. But they didn't explain what those consequences were. So my entire theory was, how the fuck do I know what's going on? I don't know. Like, they didn't explain it right or explain it enough that that was the answer to that question of, wait, why did he fade away? Was it because, oh, the power awakening? Oh, because of this? Because of other theories? Maybe, I don't know. I thought that, oh, maybe it's just a red herring. It's not the power awakening. Maybe Sora is exempt from that. Maybe they just let that, you know. Sora was like, oh, he used it, yes, but it didn't, you know, cause any issues. And my thought was, the young Master of Masters might be the villain, or whoever the villain is, fucking ripped Sora from wherever the fuck he was and threw him somewhere. I don't know. That's my thought. That, like, because the only one that ever gets anything done in the series is Sora. So I'm like, okay, they got him out of the way because he's a fucking dangerous person to anyone's plans. Like, look at Master Xehanort. All of his plans ruined by Sora alone, because Sora's got to be the one that does everything. No one can solve everything until Sora gets there. Especially in Kingdom Hearts 3, the original, right? Riku and Mickey go to the Realm of Darkness. They try and save Aqua. They fight the giant tower. Riku gets his Keyblade cut in half. Mickey's gets damaged. So Riku needs to get a new Keyblade, and then Mickey needs a fucking... He fuses it, and we have not... You see my point? Is that's what I thought it was. But now that we have Remind, yes, it was in fact Sora's abusive use of the power of waking, which he wasn't using it as the power of waking. He was using it to go back in time to save people from dying. So, which, that's fair, you know, he's going back in time to prevent people from dying. So by the laws of nature, someone needs to fucking die. So Sora takes everybody's place, essentially, I guess. But we don't know if he died, because anyway, the point is that Remind is not worth $30. Every fucking 5 to 10 minutes, I'm like, this should have been part of the base game. This should have been part of the base game. This should have been part of the base game. This should have been part of the base game. That's really all there is to it. And I want to do a more in-depth video. So, however many of you actually do watch this, please, you know, please, it would very much help me if you could. Okay, wait. All right, so for any of you who do watch this, please, let's get 100 likes on this video, and then I'll do my lengthy session, because I've seen my last Kingdom Hearts video, and it's roughly around 500 people. So if we can get 1/5 of that population of people, of viewers who did that, that'd be nice, and I'll do it. I want to. I'm most likely going to, but let's put a little challenge in there. Give that a like button. Give that like button a hit. Just keep fucking hitting that shit like an abusive parent. All right, that's it. I forgot to do an intro, so I'm gonna tell you now, but then also I'm gonna re-record an intro for you after I finish this video. So, all right, so I'll see you in the next video. which will hopefully be that Kingdom Hearts Remind extensive discussion, I guess. Just extensive cinematic analysis. There you go. I like that. I think I might actually name it that, or that'll be like the category in which it's gonna be supplemented into, or that'll be the category in which I discuss those kind of videos, right? It'll be extensive cinematic analysis. Yeah, I like that. Yeah, I like it. All right, and also, I just realized that this oh, fuck. All right. All right. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. I enjoyed making it, even though it's just me sitting here and talking. I don't know why. It's great for me. I like it. Anyway, hit that subscribe button. Hit that notification bell. This is now obsolete. Every 5 followers on Twitch, I will take a shot. So that'll be nice. That'll be fun to do. My tolerance is built, so we're good to go. That's mainly what I was doing. Anyway, this video is over, but the discussion isn't. This is just me raising my my perspective. So go down into the comment section down below and we'll talk more at length, ad nauseum, obviously. Anyway, what was I saying? You can check out all my social medias in the description down below. I stream on Twitch, and I have a secondary channel, Imaginary Dark, where I multi-stream. And also, that is where you'll find the archives for any stream that you miss, just in case, you know. So go subscribe and hit that notification bell as well. Also, I do actually do normal playthroughs where I just record it and upload it. Very rare, but it's just, you know, time, money, you know, all those things. But most of the playthroughs that are uploaded, not streamed and uploaded, but just streamed and archived, the ones that are just straight uploaded, those are most likely just like blind playthroughs of games I've never done. One example is Shadow of the Colossus that I'm recently starting, so go check that out if you want to go see that. But that's all for me today. See you in the next video. You know what to do. Get out. You cook. Like, I feel like I'm gonna run out of things to do, and I improvise it all the time. But I just think it's funny. Anyway, bye. Bye. I'm an idiot.